Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today. You guys, I am back today for a very extra special reason. First of all, it is RWBY Day. And as you know, RWBY days are the best days. Second of all, today we're going to be checking out a brand new RWBY related series called RWBY Fairy Tales. I'm very excited for this show. I am going in probably with as little info as I possibly could. As you guys know, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not actually. I've mentioned it in a few comments, but I have been slowly kind of starting to amass some of the RWBY books. I understand that this series is based off of a book or books that have been published for, I think, a little while now. I have not read those books. I was going to read those books, and then I just feel like this series like snuck up on me. Somebody let me know like, hey, like in a few weeks this is starting, and I'm like, oh good, I haven't read the book yet, so now I can react to, I think it's a little bit easier for me to react to something, of the video media. I do plan on doing like some book reports for you guys based on the books. Actually, I have a few of them right here. I got some for my birthday. I got these two for my birthday, and I already had Roman Holiday. Some of you already knew that. And I read that, and I'm going to be getting you a review of that soon, very soon. I just want to like sit down and like basically write like a fifth grade book report on it. And then I'll just like present it to you. Will be my book report presentation. Please grade me fairly, please. But anywho, I have not read the RWBY Fairy Tales books, so this worked out really well. I'm going in with very, very little info. Obviously, I think it's probably going to at least loosely be based on the concept of the fairy tales that we hear about throughout the series. I don't know, like, how, are they going to be new fairy tales? Are they going to be ones they've mentioned before? Are they going to have a big bearing on the show? Because sometimes they will throw out mentions of fairy tales to us on the show, and I'm like, oh, cool, okay, it's a fairy tale. And then it will come back in such a big way. So, like, will this have a big bearing on the show itself? Like, RWBY proper. In my head, I'm like picturing it being kind of like a cross between when they've shown us the representations of the fairy tales like on the show, when they've actually like gone into them, and like between that and maybe like a World of Remnant. The length is similar to a World of Remnant, so I'm kind of like, that's what I'm picturing in my head, but I honestly have no clue. So before I get started, I want to say a couple things. First of all, I just want to say that I am wearing my RWBY chibi dress, which I love. I also got for my birthday, and guys, it is so cute, and it is really, really comfy, so I had to wear it today. I'm like, oh man, I didn't have it for my RWBY chibi finale reaction, but I had something else really fun in that. I think this is going to come out first, so I won't say what it is. But I do have it for, as long as we're watching RWBY, it's all good. So, really, really loving that. I also want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you are joining me on that YouTubes, I really hope you will hit the like button and also the subscribe button. So, all right, guys, that's about all I've got for an intro for this. Like, I don't think there's anything else to say, really. So what do you say we go ahead and jump right into the premiere of RWBY Fairy Tales. Let's go. Series premiere, The Grimm Child. Oh, is this gonna be good? It's gonna look gorgeous as well.
Many stories explore innocence as a blessing and a curse. A blessing to not understand evil, and a curse to not recognize it.
Oh,
However,
I can see that.
All good stories do share one thing in common. They are not what you expect.
Isn't that the truth?
Poppy? Where'd you go? Come back! Poppy!
What a coward.
That voice sounds kind of familiar. Oh.
See, Oak?
Ah.
Told you so. You're
Poppy
doing-
and Oak.
But it's dangerous. Mother and father say so.
Huh, come on, are you scared of trees? I double dare you.
It's a double
If you can't
dare.
do it, I won't be your friend anymore.
You have to. You're
Oh.
my sister.
Not the
Oh,
same thing.
Oh, be nice. Uh-oh. Oak? Oak, are you okay? Oh no, what happened? So this is bad.
You there?
Yep, this is bad. This is not gonna end well. Oh!
Oak! Cold. Let's go home.
Did this child get turned into a Grimm? What? Oh my god, wait. This has so many
What is it?
implications.
Is Oak okay?
Just go
No?
to the forest. It's nothing.
The forest? But we're not supposed to go in there.
Are these voices from RWBY? Are they? Oh no, this is terrifying.
Love you.
Are we at least gonna like try? Whoa. I was gonna say try to get him out, but never mind.
Oak?
Oh, this is perfect
Mother? Father?
for Halloween.
Have you seen...
Oh, dang! What? So, once made into a Grimm, they can now turn other, or did they just kill the, okay, did they just kill the parents? Or turn them into Grimm as well? Oh, man. There's gotta be a huge level of guilt here. Yeah, yep. Oh. What was that? Don't tell me there are other Grimm present as well. Glasses. Whoa. This is happening all over? Oh man, this reminds me a little bit of a RWBY episode actually. But it has, oh! It has not gotten her yet, so that's interesting. Oh no, and is it about, oh, it like envelops. That is terrifying.
Gotta go.
Huge. Let's just get out of here. Just gotta get out of here. Where is Oak?
Not me.
That's a good question. Whoa. Oh! Ugh. Brutal. Well, that answers that
We all
question.
have a certain natural inclination. We expect that evil should be easy to recognize rather than accepting it can lurk behind any face. And yet, we are often the slowest to see the darkness within ourselves.
So was she a Grimm that whole time and just didn't realize?
Enjoy that episode of RWBY
Oh!
Fairy Tales.
Oh my god, I
There's
did.
more folklore from the world of women.
And there's the
Pick up book.
books.
show is
I have
available
3 of
right
those.
now on Amazon.com.
I might get it after the
Just
series
watch
is
the
over.
series as it premieres on YouTube.
Yeah,
Either way,
there we
helps
go.
out the show and creepy.
Yay!
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and mash that bell.
Of course. All right, I need to just go back really quick because I'm pretty sure what they were trying to tell us was that was she really a Grimm that whole time and didn't even realize, and it's like evil is that difficult to realize that all this time she thought she was the only one left who hadn't been targeted, but that wasn't true. Oh, that's somebody else. Oh man, that is so creepy.
We all have a certain natural inclination. We expect that evil should be easy to recognize rather than accepting it can lurk behind any face. And yet,
That is true.
we are often the slowest to see the darkness within ourselves.
That was eerie as heck, you guys. That was so creepy. Oh my god. I was not expecting such a, like, creepy one. Honestly, it makes sense considering this premiered on Halloween weekend, and I'm all for it. I love spooky stuff. All right. I don't recall anything about that, like, mentioned on the series. Maybe I'm just forgetting. So I'm wondering if these are all going to be kind of like new things that they've never sort of name dropped on the series, or if maybe some of them will be new and some of them won't. I'm not sure. But very, very clever and well done and insightful. And, honestly, it reminded me of two things that we already know from the show about Grimm, and reminded me of an episode with kind of like a spooky town atmosphere. I won't get into details because you guys know I'm like such a stickler about spoilers, and just in the event that like someone just popped over to this video and has only seen like 3 volumes of RWBY, I just don't want to give any more. But I think if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know where I'm going with this. But that was so scary. I love how it was really done like in that style that you know, I think that actual true classic fairy tales actually a little bit like macabre, and I like that it was done kind of in that style, and again, just perfect for spooky season. There's just something about, like, putting a zombie twist on the Grimm that is really horrifying. And I love, oh my god. So I wanted to say something right away, and I think my face said it all. The narration by Oz. I was not expecting that. I knew it would probably be narrated. I mean, I kind of, like, knew that because even, like, World of Remnant was narrated and everything. But it just, like, I don't know. I just wasn't really expecting it, and it was just a really nice surprise. I also think were maybe some of the voices other RWBY actors, or am I just hearing things? I might just be hearing things. You know, it's a RWBY series, so I may just be, like, hearing what I want to hear. But if they were other RWBY actors, then that would be really cool. I like how, again, like, going back to the concept of, like, fairy tales as we know them, very kind of twisted sort of look at, like, a moral of a story or a life lesson. And I think it is a very good point that, like, we all want, you know, the concepts of good and bad to be very cut and dry, and that is often not the case because, you know, bad stuff would be a lot easier to avoid if it just came out and said, grr, I'm bad. And it very seldom does that. At least not to the point where a lot of us can recognize it, and I think that was the point of the story, that, you know, you have to be careful of lurking evil, not just the really obvious evil. But I was, like, at the end, I was trying to figure out, was she turned into a Grimm right there when she touched that body? Or had she been a Grimm the whole time but was, like, trapped inside herself and couldn't even see it until that moment? So I don't know if they just kind of leave that up to interpretation or if I just kind of mistook something. or I'm reading too much into it. I think any of those is very possible. But either way, I love it. If this is going to set a tone for the series, I'm sure not all of them will be quite this dark and creepy, but I really, really like that they're just going full in on the kind of true classic meaning of a fairy tale, sort of this dark, twisted story meant to, teach / scare / inspire children. I think is a pretty accurate representation. So yeah, guys, that was fantastic. That had a couple of really good, like, OMG jump scare moments. That was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot, you guys. I'm looking forward to this series. I don't know if they're all going to be this short. If they are, I do have some supplementary RWBY stuff that I might be throwing into the mix. I won't, just probably keep up with the schedule because I'm not sure like what I'm going to do first or how much I'm going to be able to do every week in conjunction with this. But if they're all seeming to be this short, then, I do have, like I was talking about the books and everything, I do have some things I can throw in there just to kind of like, and I have a lot of extra RWBY content now that I'm caught up, and I'm actually done with RWBY Chibi now as well, Patreon. I have a lot of stuff that I can start working my way through that's just like fun, kind of short, extra fun content. All right, guys. Happy end of spooky season. As I film this, we're at the tail end here. So I think that was a good way to go out. To go out of spooky season. I can't wait to see what they have for us on the show. I really am legitimately excited at like all of the cool, fun, and frightening things that lie ahead of us, you guys. So on that note, thank you so much for watching with me today. I am so happy to have you here. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I certainly got a lot out of that. I think I was a little bit more scared than I bargained for, but I'm down for a good scare anytime. So, all right, guys. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.